Hey, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.
And, I don't know, fourth meal, I guess.
Trying to get off the fourth meal.
How's that going, by the way? The getting off the fourth.
Let's not do that.
You don't want to do it. You're not up for it today.
Let's not get into this. We're going to ruin the podcast.
No, yeah, we don't.
We're not. I don't want to say podcast anymore either.
The show.
Show.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin the show. Now, for people listening to this show, oops, sorry, Rocky. For people listening to this show, we are doing it in person.
Yeah, finally.
First time in person, except for our non-show at Rock the Bells.
No, also our Juan Up Live for the New York Comedy Festival last year.
Yes, and the One Up Live for New York. Don't bring that up because then Billy June's going to start going.
I gotta talk to you about this New York Comedy
The festival's coming up.
guys, if we don't plan it soon, if we don't book it, I told them it's gonna be real bad. I said if you don't get them booked, there's gonna be real problems.
Anyways, but it is nice to be in person though.
I'm feeling the vibes.
You're liking the vibe in person?
Yeah, I don't like setting up and lights. And
No,
camera.
this is
all that. We need people for that, but I feel the vibes.
Yeah, no, we did it. Our only people that we have working for us today are Billy June, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm engaged.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you very much. And my fiance is switching the cameras.
Right.
Billy.
Does she have a technical director skills or degree
she
or
has
anything?
never done this before.
Okay.
But the options were her or Billy.
Right.
And I thought, I didn't even hesitate to think this is the right choice.
She's a visual person.
That's right. That is, she takes pictures for a living.
Right.
Billy June, by the way, I have to point this out. I'm sorry. You know, we tell everyone everything on this show. Billy June, as we're about to start the show, tell me if we should be worried at all, reaches into his bag and pulls out a White Claw and just starts drinking.
I didn't even see that. Oh, that's a big one, too.
Yeah, a tall boy. Billy June, is that like it's the end of the day? I'm gonna have a
I've had a fucking day.
You're having
Where
a
did
day.
you get the White Claw?
From the deli down the block. I got 2 of them, actually.
2 White Claws.
From the deli down the block from where we are now.
Yeah.
You walked over here or wherever you came from. You stopped off at a store purposely to get White Claws.
Yeah, and a bottle of water and gum.
Right. Check.
I had
You
a
have
crazy
problem?
day.
The audio?
Keep going, Cipha.
I had a crazy day at work.
I just want to say to all our fans, if we can call them that.
Yeah. Well, friends, really.
Yeah, I'm having an allergy attack. Of course, the day we do it live, I'm having some. So just don't mind me if I'm sniffling or wiping or whatever.
So, Billy June, do you always grab a White Claw after work, or is this a special occasion?
I'm around people, and I had a crazy day at work. So.
There you go. You're around people.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
I don't do it alone by myself.
You don't have to. Hey, listen. I'm not judging. I'm not the judge
Like
jerk.
when you go home after work, do you grab a drink before you hit the crib? Do you grab
do I go to the bodega and do that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I will meet friends at
And
a bar.
have a drink
Or
publicly.
I'll leave work early, bring my laptop, and finish my work with my friends. We'll usually watch what is on the TV right now, which
You're
is
talking about wrestling.
My friends are obsessed with wrestling.
Well, you have great friends. What can I say? Which is surprising, but true. Cipha, by the way, a couple events happening this week. Tomorrow night is Nas Wu Tang here.
It's in Jersey, right?
Yes.
I'm
It's at
feeling.
Prudential.
I'm feeling some kind of way.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember when the first flyer dropped for this concert.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And I was like, I'm
Me
going
too.
to like 4 of these.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I remember.
I called Chappelle.
You did?
I said, Chappelle, you heard about this Nas Wu Tang shit? What? What you mean? He didn't even hear about it yet. I said, yo, we gotta go. And I'm thinking when you roll with Dave, you get like
Let's
VIP.
go. Let's go.
Right?
Yeah.
VIP, like
Highest
everything.
level, of course. Yeah.
So, I mean, first of all, us by ourselves, we could get VI.
We should get. I would think we could at least easily get all access for the 2 of us.
I think so.
I would think that would be.
But with him, it's like
Oh no! You
you're
could
in
park
Nas's
the car.
Dressing room.
You could park the car in the
in the
Prudential
arena.
Center, right?
Or not even. I don't know. See, I'm always hesitant about going to shows in New York or around New York because everybody goes. I like going to the out of town ones.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if everyone's going to go tomorrow. People are weird about these like legend shows. Like, some people don't go support their co-legends the way you think they would.
I'm not talking about artists.
Just people.
Just like the family.
Oh.
The cousins, the wheelchair guys.
Okay, wheelchair guys, yeah.
All those guys. I mean, Wu Tang. Every one of them has
Family.
Family.
They're not all on the tour.
That's,
Also,
that's right. Yeah. Isn't Method Man not
Method's Man not.
Who else is not on it?
I just know that he's not on it, and he had to post about it because people were complaining.
Is Ray and Ghost on it?
there? Yes.
As long as Ray and Ghost, as long as RZA,
Yep.
Ray and Ghost are there,
All
I'm
there.
happy.
And they added Busta Rhymes.
All right, I'm getting to that. So yeah, so I hit Chappelle. We gotta go. I sent it to him. He goes. He just writes back. Weird venues.
Oh, that was everyone's initial thought. Oh,
Yeah.
Dave's just like the rest of us.
Weird venues.
Because that's what most people thought was these are.
But they
interesting-
look like the Newark of whatever big city they're
Right.
going to.
Yes.
Right? Like a little bit outside.
Yep.
Like when people do Worcester instead of Boston. It's
Right.
like the place you go to do shows.
Yep.
But I'm just not having an umph to go. I'm just not having the umph. And I was looking at the dates, and then I'm looking at my dates, and then it's not working out the way I want.
No, I'm with you 1,000%. The dates didn't go the way I wanted, and then the location. There's no MSG. There's no Barclays Center. It immediately becomes kind of like, so Prudential's the closest we can get. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. I like Prudential Center. It's fine.
It's fine.
And what's
I
the
saw
name of the
Sade
tour?
there. New York State of Mind.
Yeah, and it's
well,
in New
right,
Jersey.
That's one of the reasons why people were not pleased with the. It's like, oh, it's called New York State of Mind. They're not even playing in New York. I don't care about that part.
Yeah,
I
that
just
part,
ca-
that's semantics.
I just care about how easy it is to
I'm
get there.
anti-semantic. You know what I'm saying?
Your get up and go has got up and went.
I mean, I know I will regret it if I don't go. And then adding Buster made me feel like there was an issue, like a problem.
Well, they don't add people to tours to not sell tickets.
Right,
They're choosing to cut the pie again.
right.
So when you choose to cut the pie again, it's because you need to add to sell tickets. And
Right,
that's
tickets. And do we know if tickets weren't selling well?
I have no clue. I haven't looked on the website to see if it's sold out yet.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Tell us, Billy June, if they're sold out tomorrow at Prudential Center.
I mean, I feel bad, man. Like,
I know. I feel like a shitty hip hop fan too. And then,
but
by
it's
the way,
like, is Wu and Nas? Like, how are we not rushing to go to that? Are we? I don't want to say it. We old?
are we old?
We old?
Well, yeah, but the show's for old people. Hold on, Billy June, you have an update on the tickets?
It is not sold out by quite an amount.
Do they show you the amount?
A lot of blue,
He showed me his laptop screen of a shape of an arena.
but lots of blue. Normally, it's
What does
if
blue
it-
mean?
The dark
It-
blue? Which is available, Billy? Light blue or dark blue?
both.
They're both
The
available.
only ones that aren't available are the gray ones.
What?
Show us again.
Is gray the floor?
No,
Is that behind the stage?
behind the stage and a few other
No,
little.
no, that can't. You're not reading this key right, Billy
You can't
June.
be reading it right. Why would the
Pass Sipha the laptop. Will you just pass Sipha the laptop?
why would the behind the stage be sold out?
Oh wait, never mind. There's some.
Oh, you don't say. Behind the stage is not sold out. That's interesting. I never
No,
would've
there
guessed
are
that.
seats. It's sold, but there's a lot available still.
It's a great show. Nobody pay attention to the noises.
What's happening with the dog?
Rocky's an older gentleman.
This dog is named Rocky.
Wait, this is the Rocky from the Juan Cellar story.
Yeah, I gathered that.
I'm saying
Yeah.
for context.
People have heard the story.
Yeah, people
what,
know
uh,
Rocky is the dog from.
What is Rocky named after a famous Rocky?
He just snotted all over my leg. Oh, Natalie, do you have like a tissue? Do you have tissues over there?
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
having
need
an
one of your
allergy attack. So
I need one of your tissues to wipe Rocky's snot off my leg.
see, this is why I don't like dogs or animals. Can you go over there, Rocky?
Here, Rocky, I'm gonna put you down with your friend.
Now, who is Rocky named after?
Natalie, who's Rocky named after? The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
Yes, The Rock.
Because there could be ASAP Rocky,
Right, no.
could be Rakim, the way Rocky is named after Rakim.
Correct.
It could be Rocky the movie.
Yep. Rocky
It
Balboa.
could be Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, Rock. Well, people don't really call
No,
him
the
Rocky.
original one, the boxer.
Oh, Rocky Marciano, sure.
Right, or Rock Marciano,
Right,
but I
right.
don't think I don't
that
think
would be
that.
a reach, though.
Or I wouldn't have guessed The Rock.
What about Rocky Bucano, the guy who runs the hip hop museum?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was there.
maybe that's her choice.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but it's after. Here's the funniest part about Rocky the dog. Rocky was given to Natalie as a gift by her boyfriend in college, who you'd been dating for how long, hon? 4 months.
4 months.
He goes out and gets her
a dog.
a Maltese.
Is that expensive?
No, it's not that they're expensive. It's
It
that
sounds expensive.
It's that this was 13 years ago. You don't know when you're getting a gift from a guy who you just started dating,
Right.
that you're getting a family member for a long. I mean, and as you know, as evidenced by what happened that night, Rocky takes a lot of time and energy and effort.
Does the guy check in on Rocky's well-being?
No.
How long did that relationship last?
7 months total.
Total. When total
Yeah.
is said at the end of the time frame,
That means it wasn't.
That's not good.
That's not even a full 7 months total. So wait, and this was at Stony Brook?
Total.
It was at Stony
Oh,
Brook.
you went to Stony Brook? Oh shit!
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much to say.
What? Please tell.
We'll get into it. So yeah, so I don't know, man. I feel.
Like a bad hip hop guy.
Have you been hearing anything about the concert? Is it good?
I honestly have not heard except what I see on social media.
They talked about it on the Discord too.
The Discord.
Yeah,
Let me
they
tell
brought
you-
out Flavor Flav in Detroit because he
Right.
lives there now.
Right. I saw that. I saw that on social media as well. How is the Discord this week, Billy June? We know it's your favorite place.
Kind of quiet.
Kind of quiet.
Been quiet. I've been staying away from it too.
It's funny that the Discord's quiet when we're giving these motherfuckers more content than ever.
Well, that's probably why.
There's nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
We're actually supplying a
Right.
legitimate
The only thing
amount
they
of-
complained about is the length of the episodes
Are they good or bad or a bad way?
in a bad
Well,
way.
complaining is usually bad.
Well, I mean, they're too long or not long enough.
Not long enough.
Okay, first of all, this is not Joe Rogan 9-hour podcast. All right.
Right. Or Drink Champs. Drink Champs just 2 or 3 hours.
Drink Champs. What are they doing over there?
It's crazy. 2 or 3 hours.
Because they're getting so twizzy. They don't know.
There's an article. You know that Drink Champs got it. Congratulations to Drink Champs. They got a New Yorker article that just came out.
Really?
A little feature, and it's pretty dope. And they describe the show. They really get the essence of the show done right in the
Right.
article, I think. So shouts to Nori and EFN. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like
EFN, by the way, underrated, big supporter of One Ep,
and
and
a good anchor.
and our brethren in Monster.
That's right.
You know.
And the camera's being used.
Sorry.
The camera's being used.
Big shout out to Cannon. Thank you, Cannon.
I
really appreciate
I'm so
that.
glad you figured out the segue. You speak Billy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what the fuck he was
I
talking
just
about.
speak
We're
Billy.
talking about DJ EFN, and he goes, and the camera.
You
view.
said monster.
I know. I know what I said.
So anyway, but like, do you want to go to hip hop shows?
Are you asking me out on a date? Let's see. Do I want to go to hip hop? Okay. For example, hip hop shows. Yes, there's a show coming up that I would have liked to go to, and I fucking can't go because it's the same night as a WWE pay-per-view. Rock, Marcy, and Alchemist are playing in Brooklyn on October 8th.
Where?
My boy Flea Lord is opening.
Elsewhere.
What is it?
Elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Okay, what's
Billy
that?
June is like an underground hip-hop
Yeah,
connoisseur.
I live
use
right
it
there. I go to that
But
venue
that's
a lot.
different. That's very easy to walk into. You're the VIP in that.
Yes, I'm Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, that's one door security, you're in, and then you're backstage and you're living the life.
Right, sure.
That's not crazy arena parking, trying to figure out where the entrance is, getting 3-4 steps of security.
Well, this was the experience. Did we talk about my like going to Kendrick experience on the podcast?
I think you mentioned it.
So Natalie and I went to Kendrick, and just full transparency, I have not been communicating with Kendrick since he went away and
Right.
changed his whole life,
Yeah.
and I'm on the cutoff list.
Really?
I'm not taking it in a bad way.
Yeah.
I don't mean that I know Kendrick is fond of me. I don't feel like he was like, I need to cut out snakes like Rosenberg. But now that I say it out loud, it actually sounds. So, no, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is when he cut his circle down, I don't have the new number.
He probably needed some kind of
He recharged.
Yeah, recharge.
And I understand that. So But I'm still in communication with my guy, Dave Free, who runs PG Lang with Kendrick and their best friends, etc.
That's the new label?
PG Lang is their endeavor,
Lang.
yeah.
Okay.
So when the concert comes up, I hit Dave a few days before, and I'm like, yo, love to go to Barclays Center Saturday, blah, blah, blah. A day passes. I was like, Natalie, it might be quiet for me. If I don't even hear back, it's worse than I thought.
Right.
So now and again, I don't want this to go into a super meta episode.
Right.
And by the way, don't worry about Rocky. Our mics are directional. We won't really hear him in the background that much. Anyways, I don't want to go into that area, but I have to here. Now I'm thinking more about my ego than I'm even thinking about going to the concert. It's about like, wait, after all that, being so close, am I out of the 24 hours? Dave hits me back. Got you.
Okay.
You're taken care of.
Yeah.
Connecting you with so-and-so. Yo, make sure Rosenberg's good.
Right.
Boom. Great.
Okay.
Grand. Wonderful. Get to the
Wait, before you go. That day,
Yeah.
what do you think was happening that day?
What do you mean, the 24-hour period?
You think he saw your message and was like, and then was like, I don't know, I might not have enough. Nah, I can't. Like, was it a talk with himself that he has to get you in?
No. I firmly believe whatever was going on was he's Kendrick's everything.
He's busy, yeah.
He's a lot going. They're on the road every day.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, like, no,
Okay.
definitely not that. So
All right.
we get to the venue, though. This is so crazy. I get there first. Natalie is parking. We had to meet up there. I go pick up the tickets from Will Call, and they give me the envelope. And the envelope is thin.
Skinny.
Thin. It's a thin.
Skinny margarita. What's that shit? Skinny margarita?
Skinny marg?
Skinny.
It's a skinny envelope, and I'm like, oh man. And I pull it out, and it's just two tickets. And I went.
The person that he connected you with, do you know that person?
I didn't.
That's like a new PG Lang or whatever.
Right, not
a TDE,
all the people,
old school.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Rhett 1.
Okay,
It
so
wasn't
yeah. So this is
Musa. It wasn't
yeah.
any of the people I know from TDE back in the
because
day.
I always wonder like the word choice and hook him up with tickets is like
I believe I got to take care of.
right.
So you don't know. So I get it. Natalie walked up to me. She can vouch for this. She sees me. I look morbidly depressed. Now, keep in mind, by the way, these are great seats. These are great seats. Like they actually were, I'm pretty sure, the best seats in the house. And they were halfway down. You know how the stages now are all done, where the stage sticks all the way out in the middle of the arena? We're halfway down in the lowest section.
Yeah.
In the middle, right at stage height. Like
Right, eye level,
It's
yeah.
the perfect seat, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still like, damn, I used to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I used to be. I remember Kendrick on at Rock the Bells once while performing, putting my name in the song, shouting me out while he was performing.
Right.
I'm like, damn. So fast forward. We're sitting there. I'm like, now meanwhile, I know Ebro's going to the show too. So in my mind, I'm going, well, what's Ebro's situation going to be?
But Ebro's not Hot 97.
No, Ebro's the boss at Apple.
Apple Music.
Different animal.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and then I get a text from Ebro.
Why is he still at Hot?
Because he wants to be able to have like conversations people hear. That Apple content looks great. It doesn't hit the way the Hot content does.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he does more worky work at Apple. He likes the artsy shit he does.
Got it.
But it doesn't. You're not in the conversation the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As you are. I've never asked him, why are you here?
Right.
Believe me. I'm just glad he's still there.
Yeah, 'cause he's there, you're there.
Yeah, I don't question. I just go, hey man, keep on coming back. So then Ebro texts me and he's like, yo, what's up? Where are you? He's like, yo, what's up? I'm a few rows behind you. And I looked at Natalie. I'm like, Ebro's got the same tickets we got.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel a little better.
He saw you?
He could see me.
Okay.
He was like 10 rows behind me. He could see me.
Okay.
He then goes, then 5 minutes later, I get a text from Dave Free. Yo, what's up? Where are you? I'm at our seats. Yo, did they include the whatevers?
You know they didn't, Dave.
No, they didn't. Unfortunately, I just got tickets. He's like, nah. They fucked up. Hold on one second.
okay, yeah,
Someone's
I
coming
like
to
this.
get you.
I like
Someone's
this.
coming to get you right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you and Ebro. Someone's coming to get you.
Gang talk.
So then
I like this.
someone comes up and they get us and they bring us to the riser, the floor riser where people are standing.
Yeah.
I ran into Elliot Wilson and B. Dot and
They were already there.
they were already there. They were already there. Yeah. I guess whoever connected them, they were already there.
Yeah.
No, but the point is it turned out fine. All of this is a long way of saying that going to the big concert entails more than just showing up to a show. It's
lot,
like
yeah.
dealing with people. Like, okay, I thought about this. I don't even know if you're busy tomorrow. I was like, should we try to go tomorrow? And then I was like, well, what will we do? Who would you hit?
For the New York concert,
For the New York concert.
Nas, Wu Tang, Busta Rhymes. I guess I would start with Mass Appeal,
I think that's what I would do too.
but Day of is bad.
For them, they've been to hit Peter Bitterbender right now and go, yo, should we just prank him and send a text? It's like, yo, Pete needs 6 VIP tomorrow. God, that's what my friend did for Summer Jam. Remember? Yo, I could get 8.
But the only reason why I think I could hit that guy is because I did like 2 or 3 favors for him recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Matter of fact, one of the favors was related to this concert.
Really?
Yeah. So it ended up not working out, but
Well, and also I don't know if you know this, we went to Mass Appeal and we did a podcast about Jay-Z.
yeah. We fucked up.
Wait,
We're
who
idiots.
owns Mass Appeal again?
We're Nas.
Oh, Nas.
No,
I got
we're
confused.
idiots. I'm coming
Yo,
to the
speaking of Nas and Jay-Z, did you see the thing? Or there's this Murder Inc. doc show on right now that I have not watched yet. Have you heard about that?
I heard about it, yeah.
Did you see that there's a whole thing and they interviewed Jay for it? There's a whole Jay thing about Nas was going to get signed to Irv. Do you remember when Nas was going to get signed to Irv?
No.
Neither do I. But they talk about it, and Nas talks about it, and Jay talks about it.
Really?
And Irv was going to sign Nas to Murder Inc. It's when Ja Rule was popping. Nas was like, we're all from Queens, blah, blah, blah. And they cut to Jay now, an interview with Jay, and Jay's like, yo, I love Irv. He's a great guy. He was like, but when that happened, it made me realize, like, oh, he really wants to take out anyone, like myself included. Like, he was coming for my neck.
Irv.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was interesting. I did not know. By the way, that would have been.
That would have never happened, I don't think.
I don't know, man. Nas in that middle era of his career.
Yeah.
You're not sure about the decisions that were all getting made.
I don't think that decision could have been made. You can't. I think there could be a talk. There could definitely be a talk. But there's no way he could sign and be technically under Ja Rule. There's
Right,
no
'cause
way.
at the time, if Ja was scorching hot.
And John Rule.
I love John Rule. Is he like John Wick?
Ja Rule and Irv were like brothers.
Right.
So it's like signing to another rapper almost. Nas couldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. He didn't do it.
I like how you talked your way through that. You're correct. You know what you're talking about.
It's the same reason why I try to get Damian Marley signed to Jay-Z when I worked there.
Go ahead.
No.
Tell us the story, please.
I don't know if you know this. I used to DJ for Little Kim.
Wait, you did? You did? I didn't know that. No.
The Rihanna era,
Mm-hmm.
the Damian Marley was in the same era, same time.
Okay.
And I introduced Jay-Z to Damian Marley. To this day, they're friends. They work together. Thank you. You're welcome. And they were like, yo, Welcome to Jam Rock was heating up. It wasn't even scorching hot yet. It was heating up.
Okay.
And I tried to, get them to sign. And then they moved forward.
Okay.
It moved forward. And then the Marley family was like, I'm sorry, what's happening?
Is this true?
Yeah. The Marley, whatever,
Oh, no, there's a whole.
yeah, the family, the estate.
Right.
They were like, wait, I'm sorry. I was busy selling these millions of Bob Marley albums still.
And T-shirts and bags. And when you get to the airport in Jamaica,
Yeah.
selling something to everyone who
Yeah,
shows
Marley
up.
Coffee, whatever.
Right.
I was sorry. I was focused on these billions we get.
Right.
What are you doing? No. We don't sign to rappers.
Wow.
Yeah, and they shut it down.
Wow.
They shut it down.
Cipha sounds gem. Ding ding.
I never told that before.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, they shut it down in a very nice way.
In a very, very, very,
Very nice. No
Yeah.
disrespect. There was no
Where do
disrespect.
you think Marley ranks with the all-time last names of like my family?
Yeah, you know, there's a comedian named Bob Marley.
Yes, very popular.
Yeah, because when I
My
went,
friend Jody goes and sees Bob Marley every year at the DC Improv. Loves Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And he sells out shows there every year.
he's from New England, so when I went to Maine recently, he was gonna be at the little theater in that town, and it said Bob Marley like with the date, and the people out were like, Bob Marley. I was like, no, he's a comic.
Yo,
he's a
that's-
comic.
but is that his real name?
I think so.
His name's Robert Nesta Marley.
I don't know about Nesta. I don't know if that's his real name. I never even.
Is it
Look into
Nestor or Nesta?
I don't know.
I think it's Nesta.
Billy.
I'll look it up. We also
Billy.
know a comedian that changed his name from Tom Brady to Tom Takar because he got adopted by his stepdad.
I didn't know that.
For years, he was Tom Brady, and he was touring as Tom Brady, and he had to change his. He decided to change his name.
Yeah, he didn't have to. He decided.
He
to.
decided to.
Also,
But still-
I said Billy about knowing about Bob
I already
Marley's
know where
name,
you're going here,
and
yeah.
he looked like I don't know, even though he's sitting at a laptop.
Can I give an update to what we were gonna talk about at some point?
Yeah, of course you can. But hold on. Can you first give us the answer on the question we asked?
I'm still looking.
Robert Nesta Marley, or is it Nestor? I think it's Nesta.
It says
N-E-S-T-A.
Bernhan Selassie. That's his name.
That's all it says.
Robert Nesta Marley.
Thank you. N-E-S-T-A.
Nesta's A or ER.
Okay.
It's A. It's
Yes.
You're not. Are you? Did he answer?
Nesta.
A. N-E-S-T-A.
N-E-S-T-A. Okay, so like Cipha sounds.
He's like. You think Nestor was done in the same way?
Yeah, hip hop A.
Now I have to tell you guys something. Before we get to Billy's topics, I saw a movie this weekend.
What happened to Murder Inc?
Oh, I thought we were done.
Okay, that was it. The Nas thing.
Yeah, I only
All
saw
right.
the one clip moving around. I haven't watched the show yet.
Okay.
I watched Elvis this weekend. The movie.
Uh huh.
You seen it?
No.
I never thought I'd say this in my life. I truly enjoyed the movie
Yeah.
in spite of Tom Hanks's performance.
What do you mean? His performance was bad. Who was he? The Colonel?
He's Colonel Tom Parker, and I guess Colonel Tom Parker's like a dude who has a weird accent because he pretended to be American, but he's really Swedish. And so I guess that's why Tom Hanks had to sound the way he did. But between the accent just being like weird, one of those ones that you can't stop thinking about, like, why is Tom Hanks talking about this way? And they had him in makeup, so he looked like one of the clumps. I mean, it was like Tom Hanks as the grandmother in the clumps. It was so, I was not into it. But I loved the movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, the kid who plays Elvis
Yeah.
is so damn good. And they really, listen, Baz Luhrmann is like as a director.
Oh, he made that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna see it.
Damn.
I don't like his movies.
Too weird.
I don't
Like
like
over
he
the
did
top?
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
And what's the other one he did?
Itchy Itchy Ya Ya Dada.
I don't know that.
Billy.
No, she's saying
Oh,
Billy.
Billy.
I'm
I
looking
know
it up.
he did the Get Out, right? The Get Up.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh, the Great Gatsby.
William
Yeah, I don't like
Shakespeare,
his movies.
Australia.
I don't like the period pieces with the new music, with the house music in the 1800s. I don't like all
Wait,
that.
hold on. So, Saif, you telling me you wouldn't like the scene in this movie when it's showing Beale Street in 1955 and they're playing Doja Cat?
No,
You don't. Either.
no.
You're good.
That's what happens.
Yeah, it actually worked. I thought it was fine in the scene,
I
but like
want to watch it. One of my favorite singers is in it.
Elvis Presley.
No, Yola.
Oh, Yola is a singer who's
She plays Rosetta Tharpe.
okay. There's a lot. Let me tell you this though. They don't come out.
Fuck is he talking about?
He knows he's
What is he
he's an
talking about?
underground he's UGK.
What is he talking about?
UG Billy, underground Billy. He knows everything. So, they really talk a lot about him and black music, though.
Yeah.
Like, B.B. King is a pretty big part in the movie. There's a Little Richard scene that's amazing, where Elvis is sitting there looking at Little Richard,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yo, this guy's crazy."
Right.
And B.B. King says to him, "You know how much?" He goes, "You know how much more money you're gonna make than him?"
Who said that?
BB King says it to Elvis.
Oh, really?
On the strength of, like, you're white.
Right.
Like, so they tap into it a lot. And, like, Elvis, they show him, they have these flashbacks of him in the black church growing up. They don't make a decision for you on, like, was he ripping people off or was he just influenced by it? It makes it clear it's gray. But I will tell you, some of it is Baz Luhrmann-y and annoying and over the top, and including the portrayal of Tom Parker. But I still recommend it. I think it's worthwhile to watch. But I'm interested. After I went to Graceland like 15 years ago, I got kind of interested in Elvis. I was always fascinated by him because, like, we were so influenced by the Chuck D line in Fight the Power. I mean, I don't know about you. That shaped a lot of my belief about Elvis for a long time.
I mean, you can't just sum it up to one line like, yo, Elvis stole black music. Like, there was a lot going on. The time does matter. The way the record industry was set up does matter. There was a lot of people, because, like, you heard the is it Hound Dog? Is it a black woman song?
Yep, they show that. They show her singing it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, he stole it. Like, no, he did a cover. Like, a lot of songs were covered back then. A lot, you know what I mean? So, like,
oh, everything was covered back then.
Like, it was just fucking part of the game. Everybody stole black music. So Elvis gets.
Let me just be clear. Last week you talked about how much you love Fresh and Fit. This week you're talking about Elvis didn't steal black music.
I did not say
we are losing Cipha sounds. No, but you're right. There's a lot of.
I mean, look, Jesus and Elvis, two kings that walked the earth.
But no, I know you're right. It's so true. You cannot sum up all of Elvis in Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. He was a racist, straight up, simple, and plain.
We got Eminem.
Right.
We have Eminem. We could, I don't know 100%. I can't name names, but I know for a fact he fed a lot of black people and black families, one way or another.
Of course.
But you're still gonna say it's a black culture. Yo, you see all this Puerto Rican shit going around?
Oh, how have we?
What's happening?
Yo, I can't believe we.
Where did this come from?
It came from Busta, I believe, gave a speech at a show.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the Wu Tang Nas shows. He gave a speech at the show where he talked about Puerto Ricans and black people starting hip hop. And for some reason, this conversation, which has come up many times recently, comes up again with basically a big contingency on black Twitter.
Yeah.
Offended and feeling like history's being rewritten and people are trying to steal hip hop. It's terrible.
That's fucked up.
It's terrible. And I sat
That's foul.
Bro, and it came up on the air and like I could even barely speak on it because I'm like, I could do it here, but like on the radio, if I try to handle this the wrong way in this era, where I say, yo, you guys are really yo, Google, do me a favor. Just Google B-boy and tell me what comes up.
Yeah.
Yo, like, it's just crazy. It's like, I don't think anyone would deny. I don't think there's one Puerto Rican contributor to hip-hop who would ever deny that the black experience is the most critical experience to the foundations of hip-hop. But to say that Hispanic people weren't a deep, integral part of it is crazy.
Well, the problem is the way you're saying it is incorrect in a way because Puerto Ricans are black people.
Right. Of course.
So then you hear the argument of like, well, that's an island. That's separate. But then you go, Cool Herc. Edit this part out.
Okay.
I'm cleaning my nose.
All right, hold on. While we're having an edit for a second. I feel like Bear might need to go out. It's kind of worrying me.
I like her.
Billy, can you take Bear out to pee? Please. Are you offended?
No, just like no, not offended.
I'm sorry. Unless you want to do this. Do you want to do this?
You want to switch or you want to? You sure?
I've just never taken a dog out.
Oh, okay, Natalie. I'll let Billy switch. Do you? Yeah, she'll do it. Go sit over here. Can you try not to fuck this up for 5 minutes?
Yep.
Babe, thank you. You're doing a great job. Bear walking through the maze of cameras.
Are these cameras recording or no?
That's recording.
Yeah, that one is, but not those.
Those are recording on the computer. Switching.
Okay.
So Billy's going to have to not fuck this up.
What I was going to tell you is PNB Rock is officially.
Oh fuck! All right, save it for the.
But you should say it 'cause it's
I know.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
gonna say it, just not right this second.
Damn. That's so fucking awful. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie.
You notice 1 and 2. That's it. Push it and see.
So practice right now. Is it on me? 1 1 1 2 2 2.
Check. Hey, now I'm talking. You got it? Yep. All right, cool.
So yeah, so here it's being said incorrectly, right? It's not that Puerto Ricans respect that it's a black culture and a black movement. Puerto Ricans are black.
Right. You're getting deep now. Now you're getting deep.
So now there's the argument of like, well, they're from the island. It's different. But Kool Herc is Jamaican from the island. Grandmaster Flash, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is from Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the islands. So all that shit was island shit. Now, there's definitely a lot more. Why are we doing this?
Because it's important.
There's definitely a lot more of mixing with slave owners and Africans in the Caribbean.
Right.
It was way more chill. They're on an island. They had coconuts and pina coladas, and they was fucking. Right? So, I'm being serious, though. Like, culturally, a lot more slave owners mixed with indigenous and African people in the Caribbean.
Right.
More than...
Jamaica? More so than Jamaica?
No, more than the South, I'm saying.
Oh, more than South of America.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Not
Okay.
South America.
South in America.
Yeah, South America. So that's why there's a lot more
People look like you.
white Puerto Ricans. Yeah. Bro, but my grandfather was a black person. Like, I mean, like, if he didn't open his mouth and walk down the street, he'd be a black person. And then when he spoke Spanish, you'd be like, oh, he's Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? But he's a black person.
Bro, it's
So, the shit with...
But by the way, so just for the record, both ways you're saying it, though, this is false. Because even if you do look at it in a way where you separate black people and Hispanic people completely, which is, not necessarily true, even if you do it that way, everyone played a major part in contributing.
Yeah, and then, because the problem is the 4 pillars, for some reason, more Puerto Ricans geared towards the breaking part.
And the graffiti.
And the graffiti.
DJing.
So
Less rapping. Let's be honest. Just less rapping.
At the time, less rapping, which rapping became the number one focal point of hip hop.
I don't know if you know this, but Big Pun was the first Latin rapper to come home with a platinum plaque. He said it once or twice. Does it ever cross your mind that Nori made a song with Pun called You Came Up?
Yeah.
And the album wasn't out yet. So he just went out on a limb and said, you came up, what, making it happen. From rapping on the corner to possibly going platinum.
Yeah, that's crazy.
so fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And he was right. He
Yeah.
eventually did go platinum.
Yeah.
But when they made You Came Up, album's not even out.
Nah.
It's
Yeah.
such a classic Nori line to possibly go. What if he didn't go platinum?
It's still possible. It was possible. Yeah, so I've been seeing Puerto Ricans, and listen, when any hip hop shit comes across my TikTok or Instagram feed, I get out of it fast.
Well, you're annoyed. It's not comedy or titties.
So I'm out. But I saw Crazy Legs making a speech. I saw somebody else. I don't know. And like, whatever. Just
It's stupid.
it's crazy.
Like you're falling for like such a divisive trap.
But the other side of it is, if I went to jail today, I would have to go hang with the Puerto Ricans or the Latins, even though I'm not culturally Latin.
So
know what
you're
I mean?
saying Twitter's like jail.
Twitter is like prison, yeah.
You have to choose a side, and you go hard for that side.
You have to choose a side. But like in a lot of other parts of the country, there is a big divide with the Latin and the black communities, especially like when you talk about LA gangs and shit. But that's like a lot of Mexicans. It's different than the Caribbean. It's different than New York. We were all like together in New York.
By the way, imagine if someone had thrown into the conversation
What?
talking about the white boys that were contributing at the beginning. Can you?
What the fuck?
I mean, like.
What?
And by the way, obviously, I don't think you get into the same argument because from a music making standpoint and creating the culture, probably not as many, but there certainly were foundational,
Had to be.
a lot of foundational people who were white too. Like,
What do you mean,
I
like
don't-
behind the scenes?
Yeah. I mean,
You
I'm
mean
not,
like record company execs?
well, yes.
Record company people are shady.
Well, here, okay, very basic question, right? She was not creating hip hop, but literally, Debbie Harry played a part in hip hop's emergence. Like literally, Debbie Harry shouted out Fab Five Freddy on record,
Right.
in a Blondie song. My point being, not that she was creating hip hop in any way, but she was in the clubs too.
No,
like it
it's-
was a New York club. That's why the punk scene and hip hop scene was right next to each other.
Yeah.
It was all downtown shit.
No, not all. Some of the hip hop went downtown.
No. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
but I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
downtown it all came together. It
Right,
wasn't
it came
all,
together,
No,
yeah.
it was all
It
from
funneled.
uptown. But it came through downtown.
Yeah.
And your Russell Simmons and your Fab Five Freddies and your whoever's, everyone was around.
Right.
Now, listen, it to me, the black experience is the black American experience is like the essential core of rap music. I really do think that experience is the core of rap music. But when it comes to contributing to hip hop culture, the four elements, it's a pretty diverse space.
Yeah. It's everything seems more divided now.
I
We should
know.
be coming together.
Wow. That was
We
deep.
We gotta come together.
Yeah. You know what? We're just the ones to do it. I think people really receive me well on social media. So I'm happy to take the first
What do you
step.
keep looking at the time?
I'm just like nervous because we're doing this in a different way than we ever have. And there's a lot of moving parts here.
Right.
I just want to make sure the audio recording doesn't stop. Our Emilio, who is physically produces the program, is on the shelf today because he had a procedure.
Uh-huh.
And so we have just Billy June and, of course, now Miss Hatton.
Just Billy June sounds crazy.
What do you mean? Was that disrespect?
I don't know.
It stopped recording? See? See? Natalie just said that our secondary camera is not recording. It's okay. We have these
Oh, you scared
cameras.
the
That's
shit
part of
out
the
of me.
point. I understand that.
It
but-
probably stopped somewhere in the middle. And now, did you start it again? Okay. No. Just let it
Just
run.
let it go
It
again.
is what it is.
I wonder if it's set to like auto
It
stop
probably has
after
a
20
time.
minutes.
Yeah, just keep an eye
It's
on
okay.
it.
It's all right, everyone. Switch what, Billy?
You don't.
Oh,
we don't have to pause because you have to switch seats. Just switch seats.
Who's it on right now? Cypher B.
This.
All right, it's on me. Natalie, have a seat.
Okay, I won't talk.
You don't talk, Cypher,
Yeah,
because
keep-
then it won't switch.
Ugh, I want to say something so bad.
Oh, hey, wait for it. Wait for it. All right, Cypher, go ahead. What were you going to say?
The level of shit showness this is
Yeah.
not as bad as it's pretty good.
Considering we really have like hooked this up in a very bootleg way. Let's wait till we see it, because I could have fucked. Who knows what I fucked.
Who cares?
Like let's wait. I'll wait and see.
There was
Billy-
definitely a producer note of white balancing and color correcting or whatever. We did none of that.
No, I
we
said
did not.
I looked at it and I said it looks fucking good.
It
These
looks
cameras are
fine. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
I think Cypher was focused here. You did this camera and you like focused on the planet, so I looked.
Did you fix it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's fine.
Does it look good now though when you're switching?
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, it's gonna be. It's a test run.
Test drive.
Now listen, if we decide to make this our permanent studio,
Yeah.
because there are options in this location.
Oh.
We have the balcony with the incredible New York view,
Yeah.
which could be interesting.
Love it.
What do you think that would look like if we like brought a light over there and we sat in chairs outside? You had the
should-
ambient New York sound.
We need to do production days. Anyway,
You don't. There's.
what's up with Juanito?
Oh, I got to talk about this very delicately because
Okay.
Juanito got upset with me.
Okay.
Right. Well, he accidentally got upset with Billy June, but it was really directed towards me.
Okay. Oh, the same way the Haitian thing happened. No. No. They got
first
mad.
people got upset with me. It
Right.
was
They
reversed.
accidentally
And it
reversed.
should've
Yeah.
been
Wait, it should have come from me first.
What?
Should have come from me first. because I hit you up
Sure, Billy June.
in confusion.
Yeah, go ahead. You telling the story, I'm sure, will be less confusing and better put together than.
No, I'm gonna just say what happened to me, and then you're gonna go.
Okay. Go ahead.
At 5 o'clock at night on Saturday, I got a random text that
5 o'clock at night. That means 5 p.m.
yeah,
Yeah.
got a random text from Juanito that said, "WTF" with exclamation points.
Oh no!
And
Was there a question mark?
No,
So what the fuck?
What
The fuck?
What the fuck?
What the
No,
fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? But the what makes it have a question mark.
Yeah, what
so
the
he
fuck?
okay, go ahead.
so I saw it. I waited like a half hour, and I was like, "What's up? I'm working. What does this mean? I'm confused."
Right.
And then he said, "Why would you post that on Instagram?" And I went, "What are you talking about?"
No.
And then he said there was a comment on my post, and he goes, "What? I thought you owned the account for Juan Epp." And I went, "Oh, I just gave somebody else, Pete, the
Hold on,
password.
hold
Let
on.
me check."
Did you say somebody else?
I said Pete.
Okay.
And then I said, "Let me check the post. I haven't been on Instagram all day."
Right,
And then
right.
I just never looked. And then hours later I looked, and it was pretty fucking funny.
So okay. So Juanita, I want to say this.
I know nothing.
I know. I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
And I want to say this respectfully because
Yeah.
I can tell he takes it seriously.
Okay.
But we're still going to make fun of it. But I do want him to know it's respectful. Okay.
Okay.
Juanito put up a post celebrating the birthday of his lady's daughter. Okay.
Awesome.
Great. In the video, it's like a montage.
It's a picture collage with a video in the middle.
Thank you, Billy June. It's a picture collage with a video in the middle. And in the middle, it's Ed Sheeran. And it's Ed Sheeran wishing a happy birthday to Juanito's lady's daughter.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
right. I'm like, when was Ed Sheeran at Hot 97? Okay,
Right.
I'm confused off
Probably
top.
at Apple.
No, it was,
Was that
it
Hot
was in
97?
Dom's room.
Oh.
Or Juanito's room. I can
Wow.
tell. So I'm like, okay, when's this from? And then in the video, the way that Ed Sheeran says it is, "I'm here with your dad," and blah, 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 blah. And I simply commented, "I'm confused."
But he did it from the wrong account.
But I did it from the One Up His Life account instead of my account. So, and I was confused by several things. First of all, let me be clear. Juanito's relationship is awesome. I'm super happy for him. He's in the most serious relationship of his life. My thought and assumption is he's going to marry this woman and be with her forever and ever.
I hope so.
Super duper happy.
I hope so.
And he's incredibly close with her wonderful daughter. They have a real bond. It's beautiful. The whole thing is beautiful. I am super supportive. Couldn't be more supportive of it. I do bust Juanito's balls a little bit, though, because he throws around the term wife and daughter.
I told you this before,
What-
man.
we went over this once.
This is hood.
Yeah,
this
you
is
went over
hood
this.
shit.
But Ed Sheeran literally just announced to the world that Juanito has a child. Why did Ed Sheeran announce that to the world?
He also responded to your comment.
Who?
Juanito.
Juanito or Ed Sheeran?
Juanito.
What
he
did
said,
Juanito say?
he said, "Seriously, stop. I'm serious."
He did say something like that. And I was like, oh my God, I wasn't trying to play with your. Everyone. Yo, by the way, people freak out about family.
Yes.
No. Yo, don't play with my
But
family.
I've told
Don't
you
play.
this.
Don't play with my family.
It's all they have.
But all of.
All they have.
I mean, listen, family is
If
super
you're
important.
if you're poor from the hood, all you have is your family. So it's the thing.
Even
it's
if
the
you have,
thing.
hold on, no, but even if you have lots of things, for most people, family's still the most important thing.
Not to me.
He said that with literal disgust in his voice.
What I'm saying is, like, now that I have kids, if it is a little different, but also they're not my kids. I don't own them. I help bring them into this world. I give them some lessons, and then they go live their life, not my life.
Ooh.
You don't own your kids. These are God's kids.
What? Yo, God's kids. God's kids.
God kids.
Yo.
God's kid.
It's like that was deep.
No, but I really feel that way. Like, I love my kids more than anything else in the world, which I never thought I could love something like this, but also they're not mine.
But beyond that, I know you love your kids more than anything else in the world. I truly do think that. I see the way you talk about them. I've seen you interact with them. I still know if I made a joke that was funny about one of your kids, you would laugh.
Of course.
Everyone hits you with the, don't play with my family.
Yeah.
Why
Nah.
not?
Yeah,
Why
why
you play
not?
with your family? It's your
Wha-
family.
I've known you longer than them. I've known you way longer
Play with my
than them.
family. So anyways, Juanito, I'm sorry. I'm super happy for you.
But there's a thing where Juanito,
He, on the air, I've called him out before because I'm like, yo, my wife, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you can't just throw wife loose. And you and I had this.
no, that's a cultural thing, though.
And you
Yeah,
said that's a
yeah.
cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
But I was just explaining that, like, it's hard because it is cultural, but if you have to add the why. You have to add the why.
Why what?
Respect the why. Wifey. Wifey. Once you take away the why,
My godmother and her,
you told me.
yeah,
What's his
they
name
were
again?
Derek.
Derek.
They were never legally married.
He doesn't have a strange name like Uncle Bing Bong.
Oh, that's Derek. I mean, they both died, so it's really sad.
What? Really?
But yeah, they've been dead.
Wow, you really know how to kill
it's-
a moment.
no. I'm telling you, raising my kids without my, I say this is another cultural thing.
Okay.
She was my mom's best friend,
Right.
but I say she's my aunt. I refer to her as my aunt,
Right.
my aunt Susie.
And that's completely your aunt.
Now, in technicality sense, I say for this conversation, I say my godmother, because that's what she was, my godmother. But I anywhere else, I refer to her as my aunt.
So
It's my
here's
aunt Susie.
No, and you're
And my mother had a sister named Susie that I didn't even call my aunt Susie.
and really a
Yeah.
second Aunt Susie.
That was the legal aunt
The
Susie.
real Aunt
This
Susie.
is my aunt Susie.
Now, this also comes back to that conversation I said before about like the fact that a lot of times white people don't use terminology like this actually doesn't give relationships enough respect.
Right.
Like you'll say, "Oh, well, that's my parents' friend's daughter." It's like,
Yeah.
no, that's your cousin. That's your cousin.
Yeah.
And you're
And
like-
all.
When you describe it that way, it loses a lot. But at the same time, when you say girl, if it's your girlfriend, and you say wife, the difference is no matter how much you love your girlfriend, if you're not engaged, anything, you're just girlfriend, and you guys break up, the way the world will react to that is culturally completely different than if you break up an engagement or a marriage.
Or
It
get
is.
divorced.
Yo, listen, I don't know if you know this. I'm divorced.
Really?
Before I was engaged, I was divorced.
Wow, you did it backwards.
And and when you tell someone you got divorced, it is an oh my God, you're telling them a death happened. That's how people act. If you say I broke up with my girlfriend, they go, "Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that." Yo, fam, how's your brother doing?
Yeah, but I also.
I'm not saying that's right.
Yeah, that's also reversed to me too. Like
What do you mean? Go ahead.
it's all relative. Like if you're with your girl for 13 years or you were married for 3, the divorce is not as bad as the breakup.
Agreed.
It's just legally it has to be some paperwork done.
But that paperwork is a.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
yes.
I know you've
But
looked
going
at trying
in-
to run away many times.
Going
You see
into-
how hard it looks.
Cheaper to keep her. But going into it, you got to know there's paperwork involved too. Anytime there's paperwork, paper boy. But yeah, that's a cultural thing. But now okay, so now let's think of the psychopath, which is Juanito.
Right.
He never had this before, so it's special to him. You know what I mean?
It is special.
And then like,
He never had what before? The stepdaughter?
yeah, like a woman he's very close to
And planning to be with.
and has kids. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was a stepdad before.
Oh my God. How is your stepson?
I don't fuck with. No, I'm kidding. But my stepson was my everything for a long time, to the fact where my ex was at my wedding.
To bring your stepson.
She didn't even bring him.
Oh, you were just still that friendly with
But
him.
she was so close, and that bond with her son that I raised since he was 1.5 was so strong. I felt like I had to invite my ex to my wedding. Thinking back, I was like, what the fuck?
And
was I
she didn't even
doing?
bring him.
No, she brought her sister.
Um,
But now I speak to him twice a year over text. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
so, but at the time, it was like my kid.
How old is he now? Like 17.
What? No, he got to be
four-
like
he's 40.
22 or some shit.
Wow.
Nah, maybe older. Last time I spoke to him, he was like, yeah, I'm in college. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But it was everything. The reason why I kept my house for so long is because my ex and her son were living in it.
Right, for a long time.
You know what I mean? So, like, I understand, but that's me as a rational human being. Then add a dose of Juanito-isms, it's going to get crazy.
Well, yeah, he could have interpreted I'm confused in so many ways.
Yeah, but you know how we do. Come on, man.
Especially if he thought it was from me.
But if it's
writing it.
coming-
Especially you're a character on the show.
If it's
Come on,
coming
man.
from the Juanette page, it's all fun and games.
Correct.
It's all
I
fun
mean,
and
he didn't
games.
seem mad once I texted him. He didn't seem mad.
Yeah, but shut up, man. Shut the fuck up.
I think it was more because he thought it came from me.
He just wanted an opportunity to bully Billy.
Nah, he's shut up, man. Shut the fuck
Wait,
up.
no, why are you disrespecting him now?
Uh-huh.
Don't
He's
keep
the
saying
best.
Shut the fuck up. to him.
Come on, man.
He's the best.
Don't
I'm
try
saying-
to clean it up, Billy. Just because
I'm saying if he read that comment and he thought, oh, it was me, he'd be like, what?
Are you
what the
attempting
fuck?
to talk into that microphone, or like
Yeah.
it's just a rumor to you? It was just floating out there, crazy. No, shouts to Juanito, and
Oh,
happy
man.
birthday to his one-day stepdaughter, and
How-
now very important person in his life.
How old is she?
I think like 14.
Yeah, 14.
14.
I mean, yeah, he probably like I don't know his situation. I'm just saying she's probably like, you know, maybe they had like a couple talks where like, yo, you're more than a dad to me than my real dad. You know what I mean? That shit will
Wow,
touch.
you're really making things up.
That shit will touch a guy. That shit will touch
Of course, it
someone
will.
like Juanito. You know what I mean?
It would touch anybody, I think.
Yeah.
Except for a heartless piece
But
of
wait,
shit like you.
wait till she turns on you though. She's gonna turn, baby.
When does that happen?
Like when she gets a little boyfriend or something.
Fuck you! You're not my
You're
dad.
not my real dad. Oh,
Did you get that?
I never got it, but I was always
You
waiting
guys
for it.
broke up in time. Didn't you break up before you would have gotten it?
Yeah, I guess. But I was waiting for it.
You were ready. You
Yeah.
were all ready for it.
Yeah, I was ready for it.
All right, guys. Listen. I think we've said it all.
Have we?
Oh, Billy June. What topics do we have?
No, I don't. No, we just got the news.
Oh,
The news. Should we do it now? At the end?
I feel like we should actually.
We just found out.
I feel like we should maybe do it at the beginning and edit, or do it in Patreon, or what the?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, this is horrible. We received horrible news as we were in the
Yeah.
middle of the podcast.
Literally recording.
While we're recording, Billy June tells us that PNB Rock was murdered.
Right.
Um,
First, he was in critical condition, so we didn't know what was happening. And then Billy goes, I can't do it. It's not funny. Billy did the hand across his neck thing, which is a horrible way to tell us.
well, he didn't mean it as a joke, though.
I know, but he was like, but yeah, apparently, I guess he was killed.
This is
Bro,
like,
the streets is wild right now,
yo,
bro.
is it really is like, because here's the thing. This sounds like it's a hip hop story, but like it is. It's tangentially a hip hop story in that it looks like his girlfriend posted on IG stories their location that they were at the Roscoe's,
Yeah.
and apparently someone then came to Roscoe's, and it said what I initially read, and who knows, by the time this episode drops, maybe everyone will know the whole story.
Right, of course.
It said
That's why it's pointless to even talk about it,
Right,
because
it
we're
said
recording this
a week in
before
advance.
we, yeah, but go
But
ahead.
it's an attempted robbery. That's what it said. Attempted robbery, you know. And so I guess it has to do with him being a rapper, and that it has to do with the kind of attention you're getting and people following you and knowing where you're at and knowing where your girlfriend's at. And
But this is why when we did Rock the Bells, and I was meeting up with you and Natalie, and you said to me, send your location. And I said, I don't even know how to do that, nor would I do that.
right.
Right? And it's you. It's Natalie, who I don't fully trust.
Great point. You don't know her.
I don't know her like that. But like, I don't know what that means, send your location. Is it mean you have it forever?
No. Well, these are two separate things. So just to explain so you know, and you still won't want to do it, but just so you know. Sending your location with an iPhone would be, hey, I'm looking for you. Send me your location. When you do that, you click the person. It says share location. 1 hour, rest of the day, forever.
Oh, there's a choice.
You can choose an hour.
Okay.
And then for an hour, they know where you are. Now, this is different. They were on Instagram,
Right.
and she posted a video of their food
At Roscoe's.
and decided to use the location.
But even if you
feature.
don't use location, you know you're at Roscoe's.
Oh, that's true too.
I mean, if you're
Yo,
a goon in L.A.,
You know.
bro, Roscoe's, I go to Roscoe's every single time I go to L.A. Every single time. If I'm with Jamal, it's once a day. Jamal eats like a 7-year-old.
Is that true?
Yes.
I didn't
Jamal
know
eats
that.
like a 7-year-old.
What does he eat?
Jamal would stop at Hardee's or Carl's Jr. before we go to a fancy steak place.
Because he doesn't want the fancy dinner.
He doesn't know how to eat. He's horrible. So Roscoe's
Every
once
day.
a day.
He's
if
getting
we're in
chicken and
LA.
waffles?
Yeah, he gets some. Yeah, wings. He gets 4 wings, whatever. But anyway, whatever. So my point is like
If you're a goon in LA and you see that someone's there, you already know.
yeah, man, it's too loose nowadays, man. I
Also,
don't know.
It's so fucked up, man. It's happening. It's just like Pop Smoke.
That's what I'm saying.
PNB Rock's from Jersey.
But my problem is, and I don't know anything. I don't know any details, and I hope I don't sound disrespectful because I really don't mean to be. But that's how Pop Smoke got killed.
Yes.
So you're not having a meeting with your people before you go to places and be like, don't post where we are. Take a picture and post it after we leave. It's like the first and foremost. Because you don't have to post the story right then. You record it and you put it up as a story later.
Correct.
Right? Whatever. I'm just saying in general.
I
I'm a
literally-
paranoid person.
No, literally, I do not post location stuff if it's obvious that of what the place is. If it's obvious and I'm still there, I don't post it.
And then, mind you, there might have been a goon in there that saw him walk in. We don't know if it's because of the post.
True.
Right? You don't know. We don't know anything.
Yo, man, and the fucked up, disgusting, awful. I mean, everything about it is awful, but there's a fucking video of him on the ground on Twitter, like him bloody on the ground.
Ugh.
It's fucking awful,
It's crazy.
dude. And what a talented, interesting dude. Who, if I'm being honest, I hadn't thought of much in very recent memory. Ebro said he ran into him like 2 months ago on a flight to LA. But what an interesting artist. I always think of him doing that remix for what remix did he do? I
don't know.
found you. Ba, 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 da, down, do.
I don't know what you're singing.
So, Billy June, what remix did PNB Rock jump on? He did a version of someone's song that was big. And then he had a few
Yes,
of his own.
I
remixes.
know.
Selfish was his big single.
Yes.
Everybody is yelling at their car radio right now.
He did a lot of stuff with Drewski.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jersey, of course. Damn, man.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable remix.
Oh, unforgettable.
Thank you. Yeah, he jumped on and did that. Oh, man. It's so terrible, man.
Man, but this shit, I'm more paranoid now than I ever was. Because it's like, bro, I had to do something last night. And it turned out to be fine. But the way it was described to me, like, oh, our podcast studio was in this old warehouse that they converted to whatever. I was like, converted warehouses are never in like well-populated areas. They were a warehouse, so they're a little off the beaten path, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was by myself, and I was like, I'm gonna stick my air tag in my car. I'm just gonna throw my air tag in my car, just to like, I don't know. I feel.
You mean in case someone stole the car?
Yeah, in case they took the car. But it's also like, you know, bro, around the Comedy Cellar, which is mostly where I am, there's not really a lot of goons, but there's like a lot of homeless dudes, and they're the rough homeless ones. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
They give
Like the crackheads.
they give you L.A. homeless vibes? Because L.A. and San Francisco are different.
They're crackhead, aggressive homeless. I don't even know if the term is homeless. They're just druggies. You know what I mean? And yeah, they get rambunctious, and that's just random street shit. Like, I don't really go to clubs no more or parties because it's different now. All this.
I'm trying to decide if it's actually as bad as everyone's saying, or if it's really bad, it's been really bad, and it seems worse because Democrats are in office and they want to get Republicans back in. So they're going to have everyone in every major city think that the Democrats are weak on crime. They want to defund the police. Everyone's running wild. You better get the
But what about the
tough on crime Republicans back in office.
like this? Bro, this fucking. Okay, this is who I'm scared of. The 3 regular looking black dudes in sweatsuits that just roll up on you in a stolen car, hop out the car, walk up on you, yo, give up your shit. Like, you got a gun in the ribs. Like, it's not like, yo, give me your money. It's not like the way they killed Batman's parents. You know what I mean? It's
Interesting reference point, but I remember exactly what you're
it's
talking
just like they just roll up on you, be like, yo, whatever you got. They take your wife's engagement ring off her hand. They take your wallet, and they casually stroll back to the car. And you're like, well, we got the plates. The car's stolen. Bro, to fuck my neighbor, his ring video, this dude got the same house as mine. Like, the houses on my block are like the same. Nice. Not nothing crazy, but he got a Lambo, he got a G-Wagon, he got some other his driveway has those pillars that come up to block the driveway, and then there's a boulder on the other side.
Yo, that's too much already. If I have to do that, I don't want the cars.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So
good.
he showed us he got 2 German Shepherds that he always, when I go for a run, he's out there walking.
I
I
have a Rottweiler. I feed him gunpowder.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, so he can devour.
Oh.
The enemy's trying to take my cheese.
So the other day he showed us a video, 4 a.m, 3 dudes walking up to his driveway, open his garage. Like, he has a garage and then he has like this outdoor kind of second garage.
Okay.
They open it. They try to open his car door. One guy tried to push the boulder. I was like, what are you doing? It's a boulder. What are you doing? It's a fake. There was a fake boulder. And they go in the car, and then you hear the dogs bark, and the lights come on, the alarm lights or whatever, and they run off. Like, no, they stroll off.
Didn't even run.
And he's like, oh, I got the plates. In my mind, I'm like, the plates is a stolen car, bro.
Wait, they got the car?
Huh?
They got his car?
No. They were in a stolen car.
Oh, right, of course.
So that's like, I live in a nice neighborhood.
Right.
It's bad now, man.
I think social media doesn't help either because you hear more about things that you didn't know about.
Yes.
You see more now.
But it also, what about the other way? Does it give these guys ideas?
Probably.
You know?
I saw a video the other day of these guys in Manhattan just flying down a street.
On
the
East
East Side.
Upper East Side.
You saw that?
Where they rammed the car?
Yes.
Yeah, and they
What was
took
that?
a shot. They were
And then-
trying to get a bag
and
out
then
of the
you heard
car.
Shots get fired. And I'm not kidding.
Oh, they did shoot?
It was just for for one bag.
What was
Grabbed
in the
bag
bag?
and ran.
No, there was something in that bag, though.
Yeah, I'm saying.
No. It was
They're
just
chasing
it
around
was like
for
a
it.
cheesesteak. No, it was a cat's. It was
It was a Katz's Deli takeout bag.
Wait, what was in the bag?
You
Did they
don't
ever
know.
say?
It looks like a backpack.
They never said, though?
No, I mean, it was just a random video moving
The
around
story
the
didn't blow up?
No,
No.
it didn't.
That's
it went on,
crazy.
it blew up on Twitter. But can I say something that's really dumb?
Well, you're already talking.
Just
that
say
I saw?
it. Just say it.
On Twitter, I saw all these comments of people like, why didn't you get the video of when the guy took the gunshot? And it's like, the person was filming and got scared and moved his arm. Like, why is that the first thing that you're writing online?
Well, these are comments on a Twitter video. It's the scourge of planet Earth.
But you
So
know what I'm
that
saying?
story, like
Yeah,
as far as being a morning show radio host, that story didn't blow up enough where you had to report on it?
We may have mentioned it.
Because I want to know what was in that bag.
A car chase on the Upper East Side is pretty.
It's pretty crazy.
major.
No, it is pretty
Bro,
crazy.
the way he rammed him.
No, and by the way, when I saw it, I said to Natalie, I was like, "This is fucking disrespect. Like, you're doing that on a Manhattan block? Like, you could kill 9 people in a second.
Yeah, easily.
Like, it could happen, and somehow
Was
no
it a
one-
Sunday?
I think it was.
It was like it felt like it was a Sunday morning or like a Labor Day Monday morning.
Yes, it did.
Because the
Quiet
street
as
was way quieter than it what New York City street should be.
Yeah.
So it felt like it was like a 7 a.m. Sunday.
Do you generally feel like the shittiness of everything in Manhattan, or like do you generally feel like things are the same?
Bro, I don't go out no more.
But
I
I
don't-
mean, you do. You by your standards, you don't go out, but you still go out.
I go to the same couple of spots.
So basically, all you see
I
is
don't-
some homeless people.
Yeah, like I go to the comedy clubs, and that's it. Where else do I go?
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, I do even less than that. I probably, and I just, knock on wood, with the exception of like an extra drug addict kind of roaming the streets here and there, I don't notice that much.
Wait, did I tell you the dirt bike shit on the cellar at the cellar? Did I tell you
No.
that story?
No.
Oh, son, we gotta go. Should I tell you now? I'll tell you now.
Wait, hold on. Should we want to tell me on Patreon?
Yeah, tell them on Patreon.
We're going to Patreon.
Are we?
You don't have time?
We're staying here?
I
She
think-
wants us out.
Natalie, you're done, aren't you?
All right.
You sure?
I'll tell you the dirt bike story.
All right. Well, on Patreon.
Yeah.
Everyone, if you're watching this
Is
on
Patreon
YouTube,
putting out? Have you
What?
heard that? Sorry. Go. We'll tell you on Patreon.
yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening on the free version, go to patreon.com/JuanEpIsLife. Emilio, get well soon. Billy June, Miss Hatton, thank you very, very much. Rocky, thank you for not coughing for the last half hour or so. And we'll see you guys around.